Deep in the wild heart of Botswana's Okavango Delta and Savuti region lies a land of unforgiving beauty, the Savage Kingdom. Floodplains stretch endlessly under a blazing sun, teeming with prey but ruled by predators where survival demands ruthlessness. Here in the early 2000s, a coalition of 5 young male lions, known as the Salinda males, crossed into new territory. Among them were 2 brothers destined for legend, Sekekama and Torn Nose. Sekekama was no ordinary lion. Massive in build, with a darkening mane that framed his battle-scarred face, he earned his nickname, the One-Eyed King, after losing an eye in one of his many brutal fights. But that injury only fueled his ferocity. Alongside Torn Nose and their allies, Sekekama stormed the Marsh Pride's territory, a rich core of the kingdom centered around the Great Marsh, abundant with buffalo, zebra, and water even in dry seasons. The reigning males didn't stand a chance. In a series of thunderous clashes, roars echoing across the plains, Sekekama's coalition overthrew them. Typical of lion takeovers, the victors killed or drove out the losers' cubs to bring the females into estrus sooner. Sekekama and his brothers claimed the pride, mating with the lionesses and establishing dominance that would last over a decade. One of the longest reigns in recorded lion history. Under Sekekama's rule, the Marsh Pride flourished. He was a tyrant king, protective yet savage. He sired dozens of cubs, building a dynasty. His queen, Matsumi, a fierce, unrivaled hunter, became the matriarchs, leading hunts and raising the next generation. Together, they defended against intruders, from rogue males to hyena clans like Zalika's rotten army that lurked on the fringes, always probing for weakness. Sekekama's reputation grew. He crushed coalitions that dared challenge him. In one epic standoff, he and Torn Nose faced down larger groups, scarring rivals and sending them fleeing. His missing eye became a symbol of endurance. Opponents hesitated at the sight of this dark-maned behemoth charging with unyielding fury. But in the Savage Kingdom, power breeds enemies, even from within. As the years passed, Sekekama's sons matured. He had many, but 3 eldest stood out. Bold, muscular young males, brimming with the same ambition that had driven their father to the throne. In lion society, young males are eventually expelled to prevent inbreeding and competition. Sekekama, true to his brutal nature, began testing them harshly. What started as playful roughhousing turned deadly serious. The sons hunted alongside the pride, IM and Moon, no okay bringing down buffalo calves and learning the ways of dominance. But Sekekama stole their kills, asserting control. He mauled one for getting too close to a lioness in heat. Roars of defiance began to answer his own. The turning point came during a severe dry season. The Great Marsh withered, prey scattered, and hunger gripped the kingdom. Sekekama led risky migrations into hostile territories, gambling the pride's survival for water and food. His sons, now in their prime, saw weakness in his aging body, scars slowing him, movements less explosive. Subtle challenges escalated. The 3 brothers banded together, just as Sekekama once had. They roared back at him, refused submission, and circled during rests. Sekekama fought fiercely, driving them to the pride's edges time and again. Blood was drawn, scars added to scars. But numbers shifted the balance. Meanwhile, on the kingdom's outskirts, another job, no W threat brewed. The Northern Pride, 3 lionesses banished or separated years earlier, struggled in the forest and hills. Their sons had been driven out young, joining rogues or forming alliances. Names like Chakedi, Blondie, and Pretty Boy emerged among Sekekama's exiled older offspring. Vengeful and hungry, the Northern Queens plotted revenge against Matsumi and the Marsh Pride that had scattered them. Hyenas complicated everything. Zalika's clan, a massive rotten army, exploited the drought, stealing kills and harassing prize. Leopards like Saba the killer haunted the trees, raising solitary princes like Neo in the shadows. Sekekama held his throne, but cracks widened. His control over one particularly treacherous son would decide everything. The rebellion exploded in a series of night-shattering battles. The three sons attacked as a unit, coordinated, relentless. 5 against 1 was never fair, but here it was, 3 prime males versus an aging warrior. The first major clash erupted near a dwindling watering hole. As the pride rested in twilight, the brothers charged. Roars split the air like thunder. Claws raked through thick manes. Teeth sank into flanks. Dust choked the scene as bodies slammed together. Sekekama was a demon unleashed. His experience shone. He dodged, countered, scarred each son deeply. One limped away, bleeding heavily. He drove them back repeatedly, his one good eye blazing with fury. The lionesses watched warily. Matsumi roared support for her king, but youth and numbers wore him down. Bite by bite, the sons overwhelmed. They didn't kill outright. Lions rarely commit full patricide in coalitions, but they inflicted mortal wounds, forcing submission or exile. Sekekama retreated, bloodied and broken. For a time, he lingered on the fringes, attempting comebacks. In one desperate gamble, he led the pride into enemy lands for resources, clashing with old rivals and new. But his treacherous sons shadowed, waiting. The northern pride grew bolder. Allied with some of Sekekama's exiled sons, like the infamous Northern Brothers, they built a bloodthirsty army. Revenge against the Marsh Corps simmered. The climax came amid relentless drought and shifting alliances. Sekekama, now truly aged, over 12 years old, ancient for a wild male lion, faced his sons in a final, brutal confrontation. Reports from guides and researchers paint a tragic picture. The brothers returned stronger, perhaps bolstered by allies. In a prolonged battle across the marsh, they overpowered him. Sekekama fought valiantly, his roars thundering one last time across the delta. He scarred them forever, a reminder of the king they betrayed. But the one-eyed warrior fell. Mortally wounded, he was driven into exile or succumbed to injuries. Some accounts suggest his sons played a direct role in his death. Others point to the harsh wild claiming him soon after. By late 2021 or 2022, sightings ceased. The great Sekekama was gone. Torn Nose met a similar fate around the same time, vanishing after poor health sightings. With Sekekama fallen, his sons claimed the Marsh Pride. A new dynasty began, but the savage kingdom rarely grants peace. The Northern Brothers and exiles rose in some areas, taking territories. Lions like Sekoti, a snip-tailed son chased young, conquered northern lands against his own brothers. Fakara and his coalition dominated other concessions. Matsumi and surviving lionesses adapted, raising new cubs under fresh rulers. Hyenas and leopards continued their shadows wars. Sekekama's bloodline endures. Many dominant males today trace to him. He ruled longer and fiercer than most, siring legends while crushing foes. Yet his end echoes nature's cruel truth. In this kingdom, betrayal comes from those you protect most. Power is fleeting. Even the mightiest yield to the next generation. Sekekama's story is the ultimate lion epic. A rise from conqueror to king. A reign of iron claws and a fall to family treachery. The one-eyed king lives on in the roars of his descendants. Long live the legend Oki Bo Osaid. Click on the subscribe button and get more exclusive wildlife stories. Turn on the bell to get notified.